I've been waiting for a long time for this, and for the first time ever in my town of Montreal, we have finally have our first Reef Coral show.
I've been waiting for this my whole life.
We all know there's almost a show every week in the US, but in Canada, well, they are pretty rare.
It's my life and it's now or never. I ain't gonna live forever.
But thanks to the emission gas, lately it's getting warmer and warmer, which making it easier for the coral transportation. But let's be honest, the main reason why shows are rare in Canada is mostly due to population density. To give you some perspective, the entire Canadian population fit into the USA California state. Since my channel is focusing on saltwater, I didn't want to miss this event.
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I have to figure out what can I bring with me. I need to travel light and I need to be compact, which is pretty hard for a fat guy.
Because once you've had fat, you never go back.
So I have those battery, my camera battery, my entire reef budget for the year, a free coral for someone, stuff to clean the lens, Kleenex, potable light just in case with the blue light, a 50mm lens, my micro lens with an orange filter, a pair of wireless microphone because unfortunately I had to sell my main microphone to get some money for the food, and finally some garlic because it's really important to make a good first impression with people. But here is my first challenge. Everything needs to fit into my coat. Okay, man, this coat is so freaking heavy and I can't I can't close my coat. Oh, but I feel like I forgot something. Oh, I know. I forgot how to make videos. It's been a while since I've made some videos. A month at least. I've made some other videos meanwhile. I just haven't published anything yet because there's more important thing in life, like my cat. And just before I go to the show, I need to feed the cat. Going to go a little bit crazy or not? Like he seems to be. Oh, there we go. He's smelling. There we go. Yeah, my cat is he's a little bit old. And here we go. He smelled it. Now there is a link between my cat and the show that I'm going today. Yeah, it's a bit sad story, but there's a little link. Anyways, let's go back to the main story. But there's like just one minor problem. It's freaking far away. Like it's in extreme west. My goal is to go from here to here. So I'm going to walk like 3 kilometers and see if I can find someone that is going to do Montreal Coral Show. I'm a little bit crazy. Since I don't have a car with gas, well, this is an opportunity to show you my city of Montreal. Since I'm an influencer that loves to work for free and feel the need to please everyone at all costs in order to get free product, please my ego, and get some trips around the world, this is what I would film. But you all know that I'm not that type of influencer. Now here's the thing, I'm supposed to show you like beauty shot of my city, like really nice, really beautiful, but this is not the reality. The reality is, man, it's April 2nd and god damn it's freaking cold. I don't know why today is freaking cold, but god damn. Here's some beauty shot. Putin shot, bike shot, no parking shot, April snow shot, pedestrian street shot, Québec estate shot, city reality shot, police shot. Alright, so here's the plan. I walked 3 kilometers just so I can be near a highway like this. So I did this on purpose, so it gave me the highest chance to get a lift to go to the Montreal show, which is freaking super away. I don't know where it is, but like it's in the west. Anyways, hopefully someone can give me a lift. Call me crazy, but this is, yeah, just call me crazy.
little longer than a few minutes later.
Now I know what you're thinking, but it worked! Someone gave me a lift, but this person wanted to remain off camera. So let's call him Mr. Gentil. Or Mr. T because he had a photo of that guy hanging on his mirror. And since he's the one driving, I learned to shut my mouth.
Where we going?
Keep on going, we're gonna turn right up here.
I ain't going to no airport, Hannibal. I ain't gonna fly with that crazy fool Murdoch. If he's flying, then we're dying.
And just like that, I arrived to the destination. Since I didn't have any ticket for the show, I had to do the line. And while I was waiting for someone called Mr. B, he offered me a free ticket since his wife didn't come. So, for an instant, I become his wife, and just like that, I saved 20 bucks.
I am not gay. I am not gay. But $20. But $20. It's $20. It's $20.
There were so many challenges and sweat to get here. And then, one day, I got in.
Know that the ride or die. I keep boys by my seat. Know that the ride or die. I keep boys by my seat. We hustle what the night. Boys by my seat. Know that the ride or die. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't know I'm gonna bounce.
My goodness, I wasn't expecting to have a Reef Show that good with so many people. This completely shattered my expectation. It was about time that someone in my town make a Reef Show. We are perfectly located, think about it. People from Québec City can join. People from Ottawa and Toronto can join. People from the US state like Vermont, Maine, New Hampshire, New York, they all can easily join Montreal. I always wanted a Machina here, but I gotta say, Montreal Coral Show filled my belly. All is left is to fill my brain with some educational content. There's a ton of people I talked with over the years in my close reef community in Canada, and it was really awesome to be in person with them, see what they have to offer, see what they think about some part of the aquarium reefing. It's such an exciting experience when we share something that we love. Keep in mind, for 85% of the people, it was their very first experience into a reef show, and it takes a lot of courage, effort, and time to do such an event that only lasts for a day. Animal transportation like corals are always a risk. Given the circumstance, there's a few stands that have water clarity problem, which make the sell harder for them. But honestly, it's all good. It's part of the learning experience. By the way, if you have any tips to get the water clear for 24 hours, excluding the typical use of UVs and carbon, just let us know in the comments below. I'm sure some vendor will read the comments. From what I was able to see, there were a great diversification of corals available, all within the standard that we are used to. From a price range point of view, it was literally all over the place. You could find corals of the price of a BMW car, $1,000 for this one. Like it was possible also to find some good deal. For example, I found $1 per hermit crab from Everett Bay, which honestly is a good deal and is all I needed and all I could afford to. The best example is this skimmer at a low price of $4,500 Canadian instead of $7,000, or you could do a down payment for your house. The choice is yours. One element that surprised me is the amount of stand coming from individual. People without store that sell from their garage, from their house, etc. They are here to sell their coral to make money, and they were like way more than I expected, so I'm not entirely sure what it means. Perhaps it means there is a gap between the offer and the demands, I don't know, but it was really interesting to see all of them there. There's also the local people trying to make a new business in the aquarium industry, which is nice to see. Some of them made their coming out with this show. So instead of buying a big brand like, for example, Première, just for example, people could support local business, like this kind of cleaner for freshwater or this fertilizer for microalgae. More competition is always better. Speaking of locals, there is the 3D print side of business that we often see in reefing. I truly enjoy watching the creativity of people coming up with new ideas with frag plugs. Like this one, once you insert into the egg crate, you just twist and it prevents the frag from falling off, which is pretty nice. That being said, I'm personally not a fan of the use of plastic in reef environment, but I do appreciate the different idea to solve a problem. Now I want to do a special shout out to MCR Distribution. You see, at the beginning of the video, I mentioned my cat. While I was editing this video, my 22-year-old cat died. 3 days before the Montreal Coral Show, Mark from MCR heard I was selling corals for a low price, and agreed to sell what he need for a low price if he guaranteed me he will only double the price. For example, I have those Gunner Para that I sell for $25. I sold him for $15 and he sold them back at $30 maximum. And this is extremely important for me. Most of the vendors in reefing in general are abusing the price, and I'm fighting to make sure that this hobby remains accessible to anyone who desires to have a little box of water. In the past, I had people who bought my corals to simply flip them on Facebook, and that's something I'm trying my best to avoid and being really careful to who I sell my corals. So I didn't have enough money to pay the euthanasia for my cat, and that culpability sentiment haunted me for months, but I sold for $270 of corals, which covered the bill. And I spent the last 3 days entirely with just my cat until he died. So the timing couldn't have been better. He died peacefully. Rest in peace, the best cat ever. Now back to the show. Unfortunately, my destiny wasn't in my hand. I was only here for a couple minutes, which made it really hard for me to film this event and make this video. Thanks to all the people who said they enjoy my videos. I noticed that a lot of you remember my almost crashed tank, so you give me a lot of idea in the future. Now when Mr. T says time to go, you go.
This is Mr. T talking. It's capital T that rhymes with me.
On our way back home, we actually stopped Première Inc. Actually, one of those stores that was supposed to be there at the show, but due to the complexity and the amount of effort and energy that it required to make this type of show, they pull out, which is totally understandable. And guess what? When I arrived there, my new husband, Mr. B, was here too. I don't know what are the odds, but I filed a divorce paper so I can get his house and furniture. One of the reasons why so many old school reefers go to that store is because it's how easy and simple it is to shop there. You never feel the seller trying to extract all your money, which make it a more enjoyable experience. Now, if that was the first edition of Montreal Coral Show, man, I can't wait for the second edition. With the organization they had, a first time for most of them, honestly, this was a huge success. I don't know how many people went to the Montreal Coral Show, but with my estimation that is often accurate somehow, I will say there's around 666 people by the end of the day. Not bad for a 24 hours event. And a special thanks to all the kids, family and friends that had a staff shirt, helping to make this event possible. I'm sure it was greatly appreciated by everyone.
Si je vous ai bien compris, vous êtes en train de dire à la prochaine fois.